Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lecture we are going to learn about a very important concept in Python, exception handling. Let's start by understanding what exceptions are, why they happen, and how Python gives us tools to handle them properly. What is an exception? An exception is an unexpected error that occurs during the execution of a program. When an error happens, Python stops the program right there and throws an exception. If we don't handle this exception, our program crashes. So exceptions are Python's way of saying, hey, something went wrong and I don't know how to continue. An exception is a runtime error that interrupts normal flow. Python provides a try except mechanism to handle those errors gracefully. We use this to keep our programs running, even when something goes wrong. Let's see the real life analogy. Let's say you are withdrawing money from an ATM. You insert your card, type your PIN and request 10,000 rupees. But your balance is only 500. Now instead of giving you cash, the machine shows a message, insufficient balance. It handled the error gracefully instead of breaking down or giving wrong results. That's exactly what exception handling is. We detect the problem and respond to it in a controlled way. Let's now go over a few everyday situations where exceptions might occur in Python. Imagine this. You try to divide a number by 0. Python throws a zero division error. You try to open a file that doesn't exist. Python throws a file. Not found error. You try to convert a string like hello into an integer. Python throws a value error. In each of these cases, Python doesn't just continue, it raises an exception and stops the program unless we handle it. Why do we need exception handling? Because when errors happen, we want to prevent the program from crashing, show a useful message to the user, maybe log the issue for debugging, and continue the program if possible. Without exception handling, even one small bug can stop the whole application, and that's a terrible experience for users. How does Python handle exceptions? Well, Python gives us a simple and powerful way to handle exceptions using the try except block. The logic goes like this. We write the code that might cause an error inside the try block, and then we handle the error in the except block. If the code in the try block runs successfully, Python skips the except block, but if there's an error, it jumps to the except block and runs that code. This lets us gracefully respond to problems. Instead of letting the app crash, let's understand the entire flow. Imagine a Python program is running, executing one line after another. Now suddenly an error occurs. Let's say a number is divided by 0. At this point, Python pauses execution. It doesn't continue to the next line. Instead, Python immediately starts looking for a matching exception handler. So what exactly is an exception handler? It's your except block. If there is a try except block wrapping that line, Python checks, is there an except block that can handle this type of error? If it finds a match, it transfers control to that except block. The except block runs, handling the error gracefully. After that, Python may run an else block or a finally block if they exist, and then continues the program. But what happens if there's no matching except block? If Python doesn't find a handler for the error, it stops the program. Then it prints an error message on the screen, which includes the type of exception, the error message, and the line number where it occurred. This error message is called a traceback. Different types of exceptions. Python comes with many built-in exception types. Each one represents a specific kind of error. Here are just a few. Zero division error raises when you try to divide a number by 0 which is mathematically undefined. Index error happens when you try to access a list item at a position that doesn't exist. Key error raises when you try to access a dictionary key that isn't present. File not found error occurs when your program tries to open a file that doesn't exist. Type error triggered when you perform an operation on the wrong data type, like adding a string to a number. You can catch these individually or catch them all together using a generic exception. Let's quickly summarize. An exception is a runtime error that interrupts normal flow. Python provides a try-except mechanism to handle those errors gracefully. We use this to keep our programs running even when something goes wrong. This is a critical skill for writing real-world applications, whether it's file operations, user input, database access, or APIs. Exception handling is everywhere. In the next lecture, we'll dive into real coding examples, starting with how to use try and except blocks properly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.